Okay, we're back. We got a Robusto that I can't say nobody cares about, but it's just that's that light. It's like blinding in my eyes. It's like blinding in my chocha. We got a brand that look, it's popular, and also look. I hate to be that guy like, well, it used to be better, but I really think it was. We're going back 10 years ago. When did EP Krillo leave Gloria? But I'm telling you, like the Series R, yeah, the Series N. Do they make the N anymore? And the Maduro back then, it was really quite enjoyable. It was a good, kind of slightly dirty mid-tier cigar that was available $6 for a Busto or Toro, and it got good value, and it was an enjoyable time. But anyways, yeah. So they've made a lot of new stuff on La Gloria, and General has invested a lot in this brand, and even going into like some higher end stuff and like making more expensive, $15, $20, $25 cigars. And I don't know if they're worth it. I can't in good faith go drop $20, $25 on a La Gloria. And it is what it is. But the Series S wasn't bad, but I think for me, where it comes down to La Gloria as a whole, and for me, it's mostly a pass brand. I hate to say it, but it's not like you can't smoke them or can't enjoy them. But there are other things for around the same amount of money, or even a little less, that I'd rather smoke. Like if you're looking at cigars at the same price, like My Father or La Gloria, I'm smoking My Father. If you smoke the same price, La Gloria or LFD, I'm smoking LFD. I can't stress it enough. Now, they are coming up with some really cheap cigars like the Esteli and the Spanish Press. Those can be enjoyed, but I'm going to warn you, they're really dirty. They're like good piece of shit kind of cigars. They're really dirty. They're really affordable, but they're, maybe with some time or some aging, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though? And so it is what it is. So this is the classic lineup. This is the classic cigar here. And I don't think I reviewed this or ever reviewed this. Anyways, I don't think I've ever reviewed this. Maybe I did. Does it matter? I haven't smoked the regular classic line in, I don't know, years. At least in my mind that I can recall, years. I mean, really, a long time ago. Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler, and Dominican filler. It has kind of a pungent smell to it. Now, so is that going to matter? Now, I got this for, I think, $8. Where's the cutter? Here's the cutter. $8. So, a very reasonably priced. It's at a lounge. Now, you go online, with these big brand stuff from General, you could probably get a better deal online. But, we're talking about, lounge pricing, which is important because most time, guys, when you buy one cigar, see if you enjoy it, probably gonna go to a lounge. And then from there, if you really like it, I recommend going online and shopping around. The beauty of like larger brands or stuff under General or Tatus or AJ, if you go online, you can probably get much better prices. I mean, much. Just shop around on Cigar Page and etc. First cigar of the day. I am hydrated. The cigar definitely has a rustic look. It definitely is. It looks pretty well made, but at the same time, it looks okay. Soft, gentle heat. I can't stress it enough. It's got a splotchy, medium brown looking, with marbling looking on the wrapper on this cigar. We're gonna just toast that. Soft, gentle heat. Now, good draw. Very easy combustion. This is the classic. This is the classic. Medium plus off the bat. The finish is kind of long off the bat. It's got some nuttiness off the bat. Quite spicy off the bat. Black pepper, slight cinnamon, slight bit of red pepper. Mostly black pepper, and then a little bit of red and cinnamon. So it's got nice spice complexity off the bat. I wouldn't say that's a bad cigar off the bat. I don't hate it off the bat, and it's affordable off the bat. A lot of off the bat. Off the bat. Draw is very good. Not extremely dark. 65% darkness. Maybe trying to push to 70. So it's not as dark as a Maduro. Feels more like a sun-grown type of vibe. I don't know if you know this. All tobacco is grown under the sun and the moon. And stars and all the Saturn, Pluto. Plutonian grown tobacco. Yeah, Pluto's out there. Fuck, tell me it ain't, cocksucker. It's there. It's there. It's there. But anyways, they're saying now, next week, there's going to be a second moon for 57 days. Guys, I can't stress it enough. Smoke your best shit. Get right with Jesus Christ. The end is already here. We're going to have 2 moons for 57 days. Whatever it is basically, the Antichrist is coming in on his spaceship, and he's like, I am coming. He's like, should we tell them? NASA's like, negative. Say it's a second moon. Satan, how long are you going to be here? I'm going to fuck it up for 57 days before God knocks me out. 57 days? Next at Ted, sources say NASA's saying we're going to have a temporary moon for 57 days. This is literally in the news. Science newspaper, New York Post. So I'm not saying it's real. What I'm saying is, but it's really in the. So is it a mass distraction? Is it something else? It's absolute possibility. But the point is, the fact that no one's talked, no one cares. Oh, look at that, a second moon. Oh my God, wow, 1 moon's like so boring, you know. Like 2 moons is better. 2 fucking moons. Two moons? Is it really? Is it? Or now they're having a moon simulator, just like they're artificially controlling the weather with the sun simulator. Now we're gonna have a moon simulator, and somehow the moon simulator needs time to get into sync, so it could cover the real moon, and so that way they can control the moon. So for 57 days we'll have a temporary moon and a real moon, and then once they can sync it up, and then that way we can't tell the difference between the real or the... But come on, how the fuck are we gonna... We're gonna have 2... No one cares about this? Next week. Hey, did you know next week we're gonna have 2 moons? Oh my God, really? What did Kim Kardashian say? Dude, like... is this gonna affect tobacco? Is Opus double moon gonna happen? Look, this isn't some amazing cigar, but it's a solid cigar, and it's called the Classic. And there is some little bit of soft spots in this. Definitely the cigar has a little bit of a slightly cheapish rushed feel, but at the price point, and it works. I could recommend it. I think maybe, and even though I prefer cigars that are strong, this cigar is a little on the edgy side. I think if you let them sit for 6 months or a year, it might be a little better, you know, maybe a year. Let me know if anyone's ever smoked the Classic line, letting them sit for a year or 2. My favorite one was the Reserva Collection. I looked on their website and it's there. I don't see that in stores no more. That is the best La Gloria Cubana, the Reserva Collection. Collection, you know, when they have Sean John, P. Diddy. How do you plead to 1,000 bottles of lube on the wall? 1,000 bottles of lube. Take one down. Oh no, Diddy's getting down. 999 bottles of lube on the wall. 999 bottles of lube on the wall. You wanted to get a record deal, and now your drawers are on the floor. 900. Take one down. You got a frown. Diddy's poking your brown eye. 998 bottles of lube on the wall. That's why Richie can't be on the news. Because I would take the news story. Like, sources say there was 1,000 bottles of lube in Diddy's bedroom. Back to you, Karen. I bet you only have 7 bottles of lube in your bedroom. 700, was it 46 dildos? That's a lot of dildos. And, you know, in this channel, I make a lot of cock jokes. We're living in an infinite reality. Like, I can't believe they're literally talking about the news. Like, sources say almost 800 dildos. 800 dildos and 1,000 bottles of lube. That is like 1.2 bottles of lube per dildo? Is it a dildo per lube? Therefore, did like 250 dildos get stolen? Or does he always want to be ahead with the lubricant? Like he wants to have 3/4 the amount of dildos versus lubricant. It's a 3/4 to 1 ratio. So 1,000 bottles of lube, you got to have 750 dildos, and that's the ratio. So 2,000 bottles of lube, 1,500 dildos. At a certain point, the ratio gets cut down. No one else is talking about this fucking shit. Why would you have 1,000 bottles of lube, Diddy, and only 750 dildos? The fuck is that? Or do some people need double the lube? Do some people get no lube and then preferred clients and customers get... I know this sounds crazy, and I'm only thinking and reviewing what the news is saying, okay? I'm against Sodom and Gomorrah. I can't stress it enough. I just can't stress it enough. Everyone should be in a traditional relationship. Boneless or traditional. See, that's the... You want bone? I want traditional. I want a wife, and we have a family, we have children, and we don't get divorced. We stay together for better or worse, and and we have family. And then when you die, you pass on your inheritance to your children, and the gift goes on. That's the main reason why they want families to end, because they don't want people receiving inheritance and then families passing down, and also people that grow up without fathers end up in prison, and girls that growing up without fathers end up on the pole or on OnlyFans. And I can't stress it enough. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a medium full. It's actually kind of a unique blend. It's kind of refreshing, actually. Slightly earthy, slightly sweet. It's got complex black pepper and red and cinnamon on it. Definitely, the red pepper's got a little more spicy part of it. So we're about a half inch in. Do I need lube for that? The finish is kind of long. I would say the cigar is enjoyable. It's not my favorite cigar. It's not my favorite La Gloria. My favorite La Gloria is probably going to be the Reserva Collection. But is this definitely worth smoking? Yeah. And unless if you're a cigar snob, then you could definitely enjoy this. I would recommend getting like a 5-pack. You probably get a 5-pack for $20 on the internet. And throw it in the mix. I would say if you're in the mood for a strong girth cigar and slightly dirty, it is a little dirty. It ain't so refined. Let's not get our panties in a twist. No Diddy. But if you're looking for a slightly dirty, kind of semi-powerful cigar, but without going full-grown Maduro, I can recommend it. It's definitely some earth. The black pepper, red piper, and cinnamon is definitely more of the biggest parts of it. And there is some nice nuttiness to it. But the overall vibe is an enjoyable blend. The finish is quite long and heavy as well. So I don't know how else to explain it besides that the classic is worth trying. It's better than the Spanish press and the Esteli by far. And it is as dirty as this cigar might feel. The Esteli is like 3 times dirtier. I mean, really dirty. God, so much bright light. That's everyone's their bright light in their traffic Saturday night. It's just like blinding my face. Fuck. Just fucking blinding. That's what it is. Everyone's in their Teslas and shit and blinding my eyes. Fuck. I gotta park the other way next. Clearly more people, like this way the street got lube. The traffic's gone. The other way the street got no lube. The traffic's stuck. It's not a banger. It's not a winner. It's enjoyable. At this point, it's going good to maybe very good. But for $8 at a store in 2024, hey. Definitely though, if you can get samplers or cheaper cigars online, throw it in the mix. Good camping, fishing, going to the range. chilling out. You know what I'm saying, though? It's not going to be like, oh, let's celebrate tonight. But at the same time, why not? Like, even though I'm not a cigar snob, I have different, like, I can't celebrate with a decent mid-tier cigar. Like, that's not good enough for me. Like, at what point do you like, nothing's good enough, John? I'm just not happy. At what point is, hey, I'm just happy to have a cigar. Somebody rolled this up for me. It's enjoyable. It's a strong, powerful cigar. Powerful enough. Depends on it. Here's a little trick. If you want a cigar to be stronger, smoke it before your meal. If you just ate and then you smoke a cigar, it'll be less strong. If you want a cigar to be stronger, after lunch, let's say you lunch at 1 o'clock and you have dinner at 6, smoke a cigar at 5 o'clock. That same cigar is going to be a lot stronger before you eat your meal. And I can't stress it enough. Call it cigar foreplay. Flip it around. They call it a cigar at 69. Smoke a and then have your steak. I can't stress it enough. I'll come back. Well, we're back deep into the cigar, almost the last third. Definitely more of a solid medium full without going very dark. I mean, it's about 65 to 70% darkness. Very long, heavy finish. The cigar's almost getting a little pungent. So it's definitely not a weak or mild cigar. So for newbies, probably not, maybe, you know, but it's not scary, but it's definitely on the fuller, stronger side. I must say, even though the cigar has slightly a gritty, abrasive, dirty feel to it a little bit, it's actually quite enjoyable. I think it would go good with anything, scotch, whiskey, beer, you know. Not really a sweet cigar at all. Oof, yeah, it's kind of pungent. I'd say the smoke is a little on the abrasive side. I think 6 months to a year of rest on this blend would give it a little less grittiness. I think it would just maybe smooth it out a little bit, you know, calm it down just a little bit. Because I would never smoke the cigar and go, wow, there's a lot of age on that tobacco, you know. So it's, you know, I'm not saying this tobacco doesn't have any age on it, but what I'm saying is the blend itself, it's quite robust, and the strength doesn't bother me. But I can smoke full strength, no problem. But it definitely has some grittiness to it, which dirtiness is generally a sign of it's less refined. It's younger tobacco. That being said, some people might like that, where they take that as, well, that's strength. That's not strength. But, so if you're looking for a cigar that has good enough balls, and you can handle a kind of gritty kind of vibe to it, and it is an affordable price point on these cigars, and the construction's fine, I think all in all, you might have some type of pretty decent cigar. And I think it's going to be a solid 4.4. It's a good to almost very good blend that I think can be enjoyed by a lot of people. It's definitely an older blend, but doesn't feel like a classic Habano. It definitely doesn't feel like a Maduro. Definitely doesn't feel like a Connecticut Shade. So it has that going for it. Definitely rather on the spicy side, the black pepper, red pepper, and cinnamon. It's got that complexity going to it. Slightly nutty, and there's definitely some grittiness with the earth as well. But it has some unrefinement to it, and if that bothers you, then don't smoke the cigar. It's not as unrefined as like Master Blends 3, but it's definitely it's not extremely smooth cigar. That being said, all in all, I have nothing really majorly bad to say about it. It's not something I'd want to smoke every day, but if you want to throw it, and you could, you know, get a box of these really cheap online, or a 5-pack, you know, and I think it's a good cigar that if you're doing other things, and like whether you're eating and drinking with it or whatever, so if you're just trying to pay close attention to the cigar and have this magical experience, or like really such a great flavor and profile and, like, you know, and happiness, it's not that kind of vibe. Holding the smoke of that, though, is pretty robust. I must not lie, tell you the truth. Wow. So we're done here. I can recommend this cigar, but understand that it has some characteristics that you'd have to enjoy. Grittiness, which is a kind of unrefinement. It has some earth to it, but it is rather spicy, like I said, with those notes. almost a little abrasive to the cigar. So if you were drinking scotch, or eating pizza and drinking beer and fucking watching the football game and lighting a cigar up, and you got all these different things going on, it could distract you enough to go, hey, where you don't feel that grittiness per se. But if you like the grittiness, then you're gonna love this fucking cigar. Everyone's got bright LED lighting. Holy shit. We're done here. It is a cigar that I'm glad exists, and I'm glad it's been around, and it's been around for a long time. Apparently, the original stuff from La Gloria was made in Miami by, you don't want to use the word ex-Cubans, but the way I was reading about it was Cubans that, expatriated from Cuba, and they had a factory, El Corito factory or something like that, in Miami, and then it started getting popular, and then they started making these cigars in the Dominican Republic. Obviously, I'm not sure at what point did it join the La Gloria, the General Cigars, and be under that fold. I don't know. But apparently, in 1980, E.P. Carrillo took over the factory there in Miami, and he upgraded the cigar to be even more stronger to where its current standing. And then they started making these cigars as well in the Dominican Republic. So I can't say now are these cigars still made in Miami and Dominican Republic, because when I'm seeing, when I buy these or see them advertised, it's General Cigar, and it's made in Dominican Republic under that. So I don't know. So I don't know if some of them are still made in Miami, and I don't know. Well, I can't give you that answer. But if you're looking for kind of a rich, kind of a dirty, heavy cigar, that doesn't fall under the classical linings of a sun-grown Maduro or Shade, you might enjoy it. I got nothing really bad to say about it. It's not a home run, but it's a solid base hit. Stay fresh. No cigars in prison. Nothing. There's not even the Gloria Cubana in prison. And it's nothing. You don't have clean toilet bowls. You don't have fresh soap. Oof. Yeah. God. Come on. You don't go to prison. Don't go to prison. I ain't never going back, and I never went. I could say that. I never went to prison, and I ain't never going to prison. Let's not get too crazy here, but pretty strong cigar. See you around.